What's up, guys, and welcome to Farming Simulator 17. Now today we are up in the fields and we are going to finish our harvesting up in the fields. Wow, my frames are like bleh. So let's get some harvesting done, and while we do that we will chat a little bit. Let me turn my volume down a little bit. So there we have it. Actually I need to get that up a little more. I can't hardly hear the game. A little bit more. So we're going to get this field finished. I don't know if we're going to start on the next field or not yet. I'm going to have to wait and see how things work themselves out as far as my recording quality and everything. But as for right now, we're at least going to get this field completely finished. Now, to talk about some changes, I've deleted most of my save games. I'll just get that right out there right now. I have some ideas. I have 3 games currently that I've kept around. Basically, this is the only one that you guys have seen before that is still around. The other ones I've started over with some different ideas. I've got the map that we were playing on before. I started that one over on the same map. Oops, forgot a little bit. And my idea there is I want to use it for making some videos for testing. Not only testing, but like showcasing some mods. And perhaps doing some tutorials as well. So that's kind of where we're at with that one. I've also started a logging map, which might prove to be quite a bit of fun. I don't really know. We'll have to wait and see where we go with that. I've still got several videos that I've got edited that I have to, rendered and everything, that I still have to upload for Farming Sim 17 on this particular map. It's funny trying to talk about this stuff because I'm so far ahead. I gotta be careful. There's stuff I might talk about that you guys don't know about, that to you hasn't happened yet. So I gotta kind of be careful with that. I'm extremely curious about the frame issues I have in this game, though. It's kind of strange. Shall we get inside the cab? Play inside the cab for a few minutes. I've got to work my way over a little bit, make sure I'm getting all of those soybeans. So I'm curious if anybody knows where exactly this game takes place at, or this map takes place at. Is it... obviously it's south of the equator, it appears. But I'm curious what you guys think about where we're at. I like to think we're farming in Hawaii. That sounds like a good place to be farming at. It's not going to take too many more passes. Got to go into a neighboring field here briefly. So we got this pass and one more, and this field will be completely harvested. Now you could see, I'll actually show you really fast here. You could see we've got 3 sheep and 3 cows now. So yeah, like I said in a previous video, by the time you guys see the next one, we'll have those 3 sheep and 3 cows. Did I? Nope, didn't miss any. Okay, good. Gosh, I feel like we may as well start on the next field too, since we're in harvesting mode. We are filling up our grain tank fairly quickly. I wonder if we're going to be able to... Oh, we're in the weeds. I wonder if we're going to be able to finish this last stripe here before we fill up. Yeah, we should be good. Then we'll go get our harvester emptied out and perhaps start on the next field, or gosh, I just don't know. I mean, we're only 7 minutes in, so yeah, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and start on the next field. I mean, we're gonna have to anyway, right? Do I have... Can I just tab over to... Yeah, I can. Okay, good. So we'll go ahead and get this grain tank filled up, and then we could tab over to the JCB and get it emptied, and then continue on our harvest. Going to be a good harvest for us today. Here we go, starting on the next field. We may as well, since we're in this mode anyway. And here we are. We are full, so let's let this out. We will tab over to the JCB and run over there and get that harvester emptied real quick. Come on, what are you going to do? Oh, you're not even close to being able to get that. And there we have it. Kind of a boring part, waiting for this stuff to happen. Okay, there we go. So I'm gonna park the JCB kind of halfway through the field, pointed the other way. This should be a good spot. Back to our harvester. And we harvest away. I know this is kind of a boring thing for everybody, but anyway, more about the deletion of the other save games. My save game list was getting very clustered. Different maps and and sometimes it was hard to figure out, you know, when I mean this map has always been easy because this is the only save game on this map. But like on the other ones, sometimes I'd get confused on which one I was actually recording on and which one was just my fun game to play, you know, off YouTube. So like I said, I deleted them all. I've got only a few of them now, and I've decided I'm only going to, whether I record or not, I'm only going to have one save game per map, so we don't have any confusion going on. This field's going to take us a bit of time to harvest. And we might not even finish it on this episode, or this might stretch into next episode. But that's okay. You don't always get the harvest done in one day. Jump back in the cab here. I've got something wonky going on with my track IR. I'd love to use it more in the... Oh, we're missing. We're going off track. I've got something wonky going on with my track IR. Like I said, I love to use it, but there's just something weird going on with it, that it'll like disconnect, or it won't see the reflectors, which is kind of weird. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I need a new one, or maybe I need to re-download the software or something. I'm not sure. It's nothing I'm going to lose sleep at night over, but just kind of aggravating a little bit. Stay on course. How far in, or oh yeah, we're definitely not going to be finishing this field today. Maybe, perhaps, if we had a larger harvester, but that is definitely in our future. But right now, we've got $110,477 in the bank, and we want to bank some money before we go start spending money. We've got everything we need right now to make our farm work, to survive as farmers. All we need is the ambition to actually do the work, which we're doing right now. So even though some of our equipment is subpar, smaller than we would like, it is what it is. And we'll make it work until we get enough money in the bank to be able to buy some much larger equipment. And then we can become millionaire or even billionaire farmers. See, I got the loader parked over by the cows over there. I was cleaning up their grass mess, but their trough is currently full, so I don't want to scoop the stuff up in the loader bucket just so I can dump it back on the ground again, so I just left the loader parked over there, so whenever they need a little bit of food I can go and dump the grass in for them. And yeah. Oh. I'm really thinking about, you know, I don't know if I should talk about it. I had an idea. There's a lot of older games that I like a lot. To this day, I like a lot. But my computer cannot run them because they're just old, you know. So I've got an older computer that I don't really use. It's an old Windows Vista computer that I know most of those games run on, and I've honestly been considering getting that set up and doing like a retro gaming series on this channel, and just, I don't know, maybe once a week spending a half hour, you know, making a video on an old game, just a let's play for an old game. It's just a thought I had. I don't know if I'm going to do it yet, but I'm sure you'll let me know in those comments down below if I should or not. Furthermore, I've created, and I haven't really implemented it yet, I haven't shared the link yet or anything, but I created a Patreon account that I'm going to start kind of pimping out in my, you know, maybe in my outros, maybe the intros too. I don't know yet how exactly I'm going to advertise it, but that's definitely going to be an option for people that like what I try to do on this channel and want to support it. Oh, we're at 97%. Let's just not even fill it up. Just tab over to the JCB and go get her emptied. The sun is going down too. Go. So yeah, I'm gonna be putting that on here for anybody that would like to support the channel in that way, especially considering the recent changes of YouTube. This channel is absolutely going to be demonetized because it doesn't have nearly the amount of views they require for their new minimum requirements for the partner program. So not really a big deal, just you know, another option for people that wish to support the channel to be able to do so. Alright. And we're off for more harvesting. I looked at a new game today that I thought would be pretty cool. It's another simulator that I thought would be pretty cool to make some videos about. Unfortunately, I watched some YouTube videos and the performance optimization is just not there. I watched a video on a guy running it, and he talked a lot about the performance and what kind of frames he got and everything, and it wasn't that bad. But then I realized when he started giving more detail that his computer's an absolute beast. It's double what I use to record these videos. So, you know, he's only getting 30 or 40 frames, and if he's getting that, I'm only going to get like 20, maybe, you know. So that was very unfortunate because I was kind of excited about it. It's on sale right now on Steam, so, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to be making some upgrades here soon, and I will maybe I'll do it then, but I don't want to put out something like that right now that I know is going to get just absolute terrible performance. I mean, it takes so much just to record. It takes so many resources. So, I mean, if you have a game that holds your computer right on its edge, and then you try to record, it's just, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's no good. No good at all. And you see, I get a pretty decent, you know, I'm getting between 50 and 60 frames recording on this game. I can get significantly more. Well, let me rephrase that. I can't get more. I don't think this game is capable of going over 60. But you could see like the frame drops, like right there. You see the frame dropping down to 59. Oh, look at that. We dropped down to the mid-40s. That doesn't happen when I'm not recording at all. Look, 50, the high 50s. Yeah, that kind of stuff does not happen when I'm not recording. So that's just the recording taking up lots of nice resources that I wish it wouldn't. But, you know, what are you going to do? You do what you like to do, and you got to pay the price. And my price is losing frames. So I'm thinking, yeah, we're not going to finish it today. We'll probably make a few more passes, and then probably call it a day. In fact, maybe we're already at 22 minutes. Maybe what we'll do is we'll finish this pass. We'll back the harvester up to the JCB and empty it out, and then call it a day, probably. That's what I'm thinking. 22 minutes is plenty long enough, and we'll be closer to 25 by the time we get that done, so yay us. There's a trusty old JCB over there with the auger wagon. Alright, here we are. Back her up. Try not to run into my tractor. And empty her out. Bam, there we go. Oh. Can't go that way, gotta go this way. And there's a good thumbnail, huh? Yeah. So anyway, guys, hey, I hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Give it a thumbs down if you hated it. Share it with your friends. It really, really helps. And yeah, hey, subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, everyone.